All of these ones are on the van killed, 30 suffer burns as another truck explodes in Abuja. I think one exploded on Wednesday. It was a truck. I'm sad to hear that another one. Oh, really sad. Rivers State emergency rule to read up on Vanguard newspaper, and then if you quickly go over to the Punch, this one Punch newspaper, Rivers emergency rule, National Assembly backs Tinubu as Fubara counters president's allegation. Because I remember the president saying this, and I wondered, because you would expect perhaps conversations have been held or what to come to that conclusion, but the president appeared to be very sure that the governor had, or if not very sure, suggested that the governor had supported. So you'd expect that the governor will come out and share his own side of the story. And that's what perhaps this headline is telling you. So go look at the details on the Punch newspaper. 25% over subscription of First Holdco's 150 billion naira rights issue paves the way for its private placement of 350 billion naira. That's for those of us interested in business. Federal government pardoned 4,000 prisoners, saved 1 billion naira feeding cost. Minister, the 4,000 prisoners pardoned, do they deserve it? Was due process followed? Because that's the question these days in this country. Is the process followed? Those who deserve the pardon are they really those that deserve it? Not that you pardon these people, they come out and begin to perpetrate even worse crime than what took them to prison in the first place. 36 state assemblies unify rules on lawmakers' suspension, impeachment. Falling container grounds motorists on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Why I won't join El-Rufai in SDP yet? Former APC chieftain Lukman. Find details of all of this on the Punch newspaper. Meanwhile, let's open the phone lines now and hear your thoughts quickly. 0817-923-0007. Again, 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0007 to keep it very simple, straight to the point, and try as much as possible to be civil with your contributions and be critical with your comments. Stanley from LLM1, good morning.
Yeah, Ifemi, good morning.
Yeah.
Let me look at the statement of Chijioke Nwon. I want to say this morning that Chijioke Nwon shouldn't be taken serious because he is one of those who aggravated the problem in this state. I remember vividly that when Mr. President mediated into this matter, that he gathered people at the front of government house and told the governor to implement the 8-point agenda for peace in this state. That Mr. President is not from this state. That he shouldn't implement Mr. President's resolution. So he is one of those who deceived the governor just for his selfish interest to be a local government chairman. Grab people's land and not the rest. Those crying that National Assembly, the House of Reps didn't form quorum. Those people, were they not in this state when the governor used 3% to pass budget? Those 3% that passed budget for the governor, first and second budget, do they form quorum?
All right, Stanley, thank you very much. So I think the only thing I would say to what you say is Chijioke Nwon is not an advisor to the governor. So I think it's out of place to assume that it was him that advised the governor not to follow 8-point agenda. And then secondly, I think the governor implemented most of that 8-point agenda, at least from what we have in public space and what we carried on the news. Commissioners came back, the lawmakers came back, got paid, cases were withdrawn from courts, name them, I can't remember all of them, but we had some of them in the news. So it would mean that some of the things you're saying are not very accurate. I had to correct those. And then with regards to the quorum of lawmakers and assembly members, if we think one thing is wrong, so the wrong thing should continue, I'm pretty sure it was the same thing that most of us on this show that have called, including yourself, had said, that, because something was wrong before under past administration, does that mean we should continue the wrong thing? Now is the time to correct it. It's now looking different.
Being partisans, and he won against lawlessness. I think that is a good one. But first, I will not fail to commend the president and the National Assembly for standing well with the president in ensuring that peace return to Rivers State. So please, I must note, it would have been worse if Governor Sim Fubara is impeached. For me, I want to advise Governor Sim Fubra to, sit down and think of how to reconcile this process if he has the opportunity of coming back. If probably, I would advise he goes to his boss and even the president for that peace agreement to ensure that if he is given the opportunity to come back, he can be able to serve the people diligently and not to take sides with those who are with him, pushing him, do this, do that, without considering the after effect of any action that they are taking. The National Assembly voting, even those who are supporting Governor Sim Fubra, did you know they voted against Governor Sim Fubra? That is for him to know that the life people are living is not where you can, totally put your trust in those who are shouting because they want money from you. And he needs to be very careful with people, those he allowed to hang around him, because those are the people who can also find him tomorrow.
All right, Lady Barry, thank you. Let's go to Abua now.
Always remember
Abinoye, good morning.
to do good back to that person.
Thank you, Lady Barry. We have to move on. Abinoye, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Niandro.
You're welcome.
Yes, I want to respond on the speech of Ibok Abbas. He said that the rule of law is sacrosanct. And I think that word is somehow. I have just learned a lesson that most times these laws and court judgments are just instruments that the bourgeois use on the proletariat. They use to suppress the poor people. Now, the rule of law, we have said that only a condition will be met before the resource of River State will be. But some days ago, I was told that upon demand from the sole administrator, that funds will be released. Where is the law? And I have seen also that what they are talking about, the rule of law, is not. Because in the laws of Nigeria, there is no place where a president will sack a governor and dissolve an assembly. I think the whole matter is that Nigeria is hungry of a military rule. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Abinoye. But Nigeria is not looking for a military rule. It's not a military rule in Nigeria at the moment. Let's clarify that. And I think it's also fair to ask, where are the lawmakers, the Speaker of the House? Where? And then most importantly, I think many people have not also asked, where is the Deputy Governor? Everybody has been saying the governor, the lawmakers. Where is the Deputy Governor? Because we have not had any statement from the office of the Deputy Governor. Okay with her, and this is the situation. Isaiah and Buguma, good morning.
Andrew, good morning. Happy weekend. Yes.
You're welcome.
Andrew, you see, the situation we are now, I think one thing that gives me a very big concern is the demise of our leader. One that has said the president not been in this very issue. Now, you can see the president very quick and rush to put out blame on the governor, that the governor cannot. I think that alone is a show and a reminder of what the late leader said, that the president is not being very sincere and strict in handling this matter. I think you don't just put out a blame, or as he never left his office, and government has to a meeting of mastermind with anybody. See, you can see this thing gives me concern, because if the late leader is alive, I don't think this whole thing will be happening without him speaking out. Even at his age, you can see he's very vocal and very standing out in this matter. I think it's just saying that the sole administrator has resumed office. Now the other question is that the resources of this state, who can it be accountable? What comes in, and even the salaries and how monies will be, because.
All right, Isaiah, thank you. Well, Susie is on the line. Susie, good morning.
Andrew, morning.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah, I listened to what the governor has said, absolving himself of not having hand in the destruction of the oil installation. And he hurried me and he hinged his argument that will actually anger the Ejo people. My question here is the governor saying that the Ejo people became angry because of what FCT minister said? That was the reason why oil installation was destroyed, or that the oil installation was destroyed because the Ejo people were angry? Let him answer those questions. And to the extent that the solar administration have resumed in Rivers State, I want to say that it is actually part of the rule of law in Nigeria, because the definition of law as a body of rule and action or conduct, which is actually a controlling authority by those who actually prescribe it, and it has a binding force which will actually penalize you at the end of the day if you actually go contrary to it. The solar administration have resumed duty and need to be supported. And somebody was talking about the issue of supporting the solar administration, which is the former Chijoke Ihunwo. And then I was wondering, to what extent would you be supporting the solar administrator? As who? As what?
Okay. All right, Sisi, thank you. We'll go over to JJ quickly. But I think I just got news now that the deputy governor had traveled for medical attention. That was about a month ago. So, all right, that's okay. But she's in touch with the happenings in government and brought up to date with what's happening. All right, then. JJ in Rumigbo, good morning.
Yes, Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
I listened to the sole administrator who called for this support. So Chijoke have said, let's support him. I've not seen anything wrong there. That said, my governor, Siminalayi Fubara, denied involvement in the attack of oil installation. Andrew, check your record. In recent time, like 2-3 months ago, the DB oil flow station was attacked in Delta State. Baran was attacked last week. How come those governors were not also suspended, or they are not involved? It's on the said the governor have not done anything. Andrew, I challenge you to go there. Use your own snapshot. I think the president and presidency should know that the whole world listen to them. Coming to say that the governor have not done anything that is ground zero, I think is far fetched as far as I'm concerned. Then that said, this story, I think he has said the right not put hand together, see how to make sure that peace, not those that are not controllers, that make sure that.
All right, JJ, thank you very much. Uche Ken is in the chair. Let's hear Uche Ken now, please. Thank you. Good morning, Uche Ken.
Yes, Andrew, good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, quick one. House of Reps unanimously voted in favor.
Hello, Uche Ken. Hello. Okay, if you can hear me, we can't hear you and we don't have time, so we have to move on quickly. We still have good news on the line. Good news, we don't have a lot of time, so please hit the nail on the head so we can get on to some messages now.
Yeah, good morning, my brother, man.
All right.
Yes, the sole administrator raised Riot Act. I ask, is the Riot Act for Minister of FCT, or is it for Martin Samehule? Or is it for the governor? Or is it for the workers of River State? Because there is no problem in River State. This thing they are doing is just artificial problem to take away the economical soul of River State. I think he is here. I believe he has brain. I believe he wants to do the right thing. I believe he will do what is right. Let us see how he's going to do what is right. But for the issue of for accusing the governor has said openly that he's not involved in it. From all that has happened, are we not seeing that it is a calculated attempt to make sure that the governor is not seated in that seat? It is open. My name is Goodness from Port Harcourt.
All right, good news. Thank you very much. That's the much we can take now. We have a commercial coming. Business news would follow immediately afterwards. My name is Ifeami Andrew. Good morning.